Clive Bowman, I'm the project coordinator for the Clim-ATIC project, based in Scotland at the Centre for Mountain Studies, UHI, now the University of the Highlands and Islands. Clim-ATIC is a project, an international project through the Northern Periphery Programme. It started in 2007 as a preparatory project, and the main project started in March 2008 and ends in February 2011. Within Clim-ATIC we had a demonstration project in Scotland which was looking at building the capacity for people to use wood fuel in the Cairngorm National Park. This very much came from trying to secure that local form of energy, getting people away from fossil fuels, away from that global supply of fuels, to using the resources they have on their doorstep within the national park. The demonstration project was a programme of training events and awareness raising events, and also an analysis of how the existing supply chain in the Cairngorm National Park works and how we can build that capacity to make it better. We had training events for plumbers, for people who grow timber, for people who use wood, for community groups, all sorts of people that are in that supply chain to try and increase their knowledge and trying to increase their awareness of how useful and good this potential fuel could be for the whole area. Throughout the project we built a new website to help promote the use of wood fuel, particularly logs. There is the other forms as pellets and wood chip, which is also important in terms of capacity building, but certainly there's very ready access to logs within the Cairngorm National Park. So having a website such as lowcarboncairngorms.org allows us to directly access the general public and encourage them to use more wood in their homes and their businesses. We spent a lot of our resources and time trying to promote and raise the awareness of wood fuel in the Cairngorm area. But actually we probably didn't have such a great success in reaching the people that we wanted to. We maybe had over 10, 12 different events, training events, events with the general public at galas and Highland Games. But actually I think we were probably disappointed in the numbers that turned up to some of our events, and we really struggled to see how we can really target those particular people. There's such potential for people to use wood fuel, but what is it that really stops them from using it? I don't think we've fully found that out, and therefore there is still potential for a lot of work to be done to encourage more people to get off fossil fuels and start to use wood. One of the aspects of the project was to try and encourage a community, a real community within the Cairngorm National Park, to try and help them develop their own wood fuel supply chain within that small area. We spent a little bit of time working with them to try and see what it is, what the issues and the barriers were to stopping them doing that. In fact, it got to the point where we couldn't continue with them. There were too many difficulties, and there were quite a few lessons that we've learned that it's a lot harder for a community group that doesn't have access to its own wood fuel resources to be able to go in and access wood from private areas of land and help them distribute that within the community. I think there's potential, and we've learned some of the lessons from Clim-ATIC which other communities can now learn, but it's something we failed to do within our project schedule. The project was very successful in raising the awareness, though we didn't have as many people as we'd liked to attend some of the training events. We had a lot of people still through the door, and particularly at the big public festivals and the games and the insider firewood festivals that we had. So I think over the 3 years of the project the knowledge about using wood has really increased. So there's so many more people now are using wood, not necessarily through Clim-ATIC but through other sources. In Scotland in particular, there's a real government agenda to try and encourage people to use renewable fuels, and particularly biomass. And there's this rolling motivation now to get more and more people to use that. And I think we were just at the right time in terms of a project to help that, push that forward. So it's been a very successful project from that point of view.
That's cool.
Okay.
I know.